minestra di zucchine e mais. Soup in the summer, really, Lydia? Well, yes. Delicious vegetables are in the summer, and you can make this delicious light soup that you can eat hot, room temperature, or even cold. So let's begin with this. A nice big pot, some oil. Let's put in the garlic. Okay. We'll add in cubed potatoes. You know, a lot of you use just the celery stalks. Well, let me tell you that the celery leaves are delicious and very useful in salad, in soups. So don't throw them away. Cut them up and use them, just like that. I'll put in some bay leaves. I love the flavor of fresh herbs in my soups, whether it's bay leaves. Bay leaves are good because to get everything out of bay leaves, they need to cook a while in liquid, and so the soups are ideal. And nice summer corn, just like that. Okay. The corn cobs, you don't throw them away. They have flavor. We'll put them in the soup just like that. And then, of course, we'll take them out. But we want the flavor they release. Okay, let's put in the leeks. The carrots. The celery. Some salt. And you want to spice them up a little bit with peperoncino. And I'm going to add some water. This is about 2 quarts of water. And then I'm going to need another 2 quarts of water. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring this to a boil. And I will add this to it. And that's for flavor. Then we'll remove these. And I got a question here. A question from Karen Pennell from Pennsylvania. And Karen wants to know, what's the best way to store soup and how long will it keep? Karen, I do that all the time. Soup keeps extra well in the freezer. You let it cool, then you put it in your containers, and don't forget to date it and label it. And soup will keep in the freezer for 3 months, no problem. So, Karen, thank you very much. And let me check on the soup. I think it's boiling. It is. Let me add the zucchini at this point. Okay. And I'm gonna add the 2 quarts of water. And just mix it. It already smells, I don't know, springy vegetables. Delicious. The corn smell. You know that corn smell? I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer away for about 30 minutes, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Celebrate like an Italian. Windowsill garden. Nonna Rosa was always thrifty, and she could recycle just about anything, but I always remember her upcycled planters. Those tomato cans have life after you've made the sauce. Just clean them up, nail in a few holes on the bottom. You put in some of the gravel on the bottom, and the gravel is to let the water drain. And after that, you put your planting soil right in there. Pressure it down a little bit. You take one of these little seedlings and put it right in the center. Pressure the dirt around it, water it, and it will grow into a beautiful plant. Some of the plants I like to have quick to the drawer on my kitchen windowsill is basil, of course, some cherry tomatoes, some rosemary, and oregano. When you're watering, never water too much, but always put a little plate underneath for that little extra water that will drip out of the plant. When pruning and actually using your herbs, there's certain things that you keep in mind. You want to clip your basil right here, the tip, just like that. This is what you use. What will happen here, new leaves will grow again. The tomato plant, what you do is that you trim the bottom leaves that really have no use now and let all the nourishment go up into the flower and into the fruit. You will not regret starting your own windowsill garden. It will beautify your kitchen and will add that freshness to everything you cook. Let's check on the soup. All right, bubbling away. Let me just lower it a little bit. Let's pick out the corn cobs. They have given all the flavor to the soup. Here it is. Now, the corn itself. And the scallions, the freshness of the scallions. So the soup looks fresh and light. It's not those, dense, wintry soups. You can see how nice and light it is. I'm gonna taste it for flavor because, your mouth will tell you where you're at, whether you should add something or subtract in some way. Sweet, nice corn. Let me add some salt. And maybe some peperoncino, I think. All right. So now, what I would do is that I would pull out in a separate pot, just like that, enough for 6 guests. See how beautiful and springy it is? I think that's enough for 6. Now, you can eat just the vegetables. You don't need to add rice if you don't want to. So now, this is the rice for all of this soup. I'm gonna put just enough rice for the amount of soup that I have here. And that's enough of the rice to pull that soup all together. I'm gonna let it cook until the rice is done. Rice takes anywhere from 12 to 18 minutes, depends on the temperature, on the size of the pot, and so on. And we'll be ready to enjoy it. With Grandma in the garden with the animals, it was all about the seasons. And as the seasons evolved, so did we. We kind of moved around the season.
So the concept of seasonality is obviously something that Lidia does all the time on the show, and it's something that we do in the restaurant. And people think of seasonality as corn, tomatoes, eggplant, butternut squash, but certain fish are better certain times of year.
In the summertime, we definitely focus a little more on things being green and fresh, and I love really cold food in the summertime.
We always have a soup in the menu at Lidia, depending on a season. Like the rest of the menu change seasonally. It is really, really important for us to work with season, because then it's like you taste the season on a dish.
So my food philosophy, I think, is very similar to a lot of chefs' food philosophy, and that's seasonality. It's about obtaining the highest quality ingredients. It's about having fun. It's about all these great things,
Seasonality is something that you should always think about before you start cooking, during your cooking, and when you're done cooking.
It looks like the rice is cooked, but just let me taste it. It's always a good idea to taste, is the rice cooked? It is. It is, and it's delicious. To serve soup, all you need is a ladle and a nice bowl, and, look how beautiful. There's an old Italian saying, anche l'occhio vuole la sua parte. Even the eye wants its part. That means in enjoying food, not only tasting it. Looking at it is important. And this certainly looks like spring, summer, and beautiful colors, just like that. Let's see, oh, mamma mia. Does that look beautiful? A drizzle of pesto, and just, you know, just like that. A little bit of cheese. So, if I mix it like this, the pesto will go around, and right away, I smell the basil. So let me go in and taste some, and let me inform you. Sweet. The kernels of corn are crunchy. The basil is really up front. The sweetness of the vegetables. Delicious. I really recommend you make a big pot of this and keep it in the freezer so you have it for the summer.